Hello everyone and welcome back to RockSoldier72 Predicts, and we're going to predict Week 10 of the NFL 2021 season. If you guys want to see more content on this channel, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would really appreciate it, and let's get started. So we're going to see how well we did for Week 9 last week, and the Colts ended up beating the Jets by a big margin, 45-30. It was not a close game. The Jets kind of came back at the end of the game, but Mike White got hurt in the beginning of the game. Josh Johnson filled in there, played pretty well. So I did get the first win of Week 9 right there, so I'm happy about that. I knew the Colts would win. Now, I took an L, but the Giants, my favorite team, they won. They won 23-16. It wasn't a convincing win, but the defense played pretty damn well. They started to pick it up the last few weeks. The offense still have some question marks. They do not know how to utilize their wide receivers. Kadarius Toney only had 1 catch. Kenny Golladay only had 2 catches. Kyle Rudolph had like 2 or 3. Like, the tight ends were targeted more than the wide receivers. Jason Garrett needs to fix that. It wasn't a great outing for the Giants offense, but the Giants defense stepped up, did what it had to do. Daniel Jones did a great job in handing off the ball to Devontae Booker. They ran the ball pretty much the whole game. Daniel Jones only had to throw the ball like 20 times. They managed to win the game. Congrats to the Giants for winning, but they are still a team that has question marks around them, and will they be successful this next week? I don't know, because they're on their bye. They need to get their shit together and figure out what they have to do in order to beat the Bucs on Monday night when they return from their bye. It's going to be hard, but I say they have a chance in that game. We'll get into that game when that game comes up at Week 11. But right now, the Giants are going into a bye week. It's a good win, beating the Raiders, the first place team in that division. So, good for them. They needed it. It's a really good win for the locker room, and I'm happy they got the job done and beat the Las Vegas Raiders. Falcons, Saints, I did take the L on this one as well. The Saints are very inconsistent. You never know what they're going to be every Sunday. Any given Sunday, they're a different team. Like, they showed up, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congrats for them to do that, but they can't beat a crappy team in the Falcons. The Falcons, I told you, man, they're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be the 7th seed in the NFC. They got Matt Ryan, a guy that is a pretty good veteran in this league, knows how to win ball games, and is a pretty smart guy at the quarterback position. So I think Matt Ryan is I would say top 15, top 10 quarterback when his team's actually good and have pieces around him. He's a guy that can win you some ball games. Like, he is a smart guy in the NFL. And congrats to him beating the Saints 27-25. I did not watch this game, so I can't really say much about it, but congrats to the Falcons for winning. The Jaguars versus the Bills, and another L. There's a lot of upsets this week, and I did not think this would happen, but the Bills lost to the Jaguars. They lost 6-9. Very low-scoring matchup right here. The Jaguars. Josh Allen's Jaguars. Man, oh man, he had a strip sack. He had a interception. Like, he was making plays. And he was just a better Josh Allen on the field this Sunday against the Buffalo Bills. The Bills' Josh Allen wasn't the greatest performance he's had in his NFL career, one of his worst. Only putting up 6 points. This offense is supposed to be explosive, but I feel like they'll, get their things together for next week when they play the Jets, and they should be able to win that game. But the Jaguars, this was a good win for them. They needed this, and against a Bills team that everyone thought was going to win, they won, and they pulled up the upset. So congrats to the Jaguars for getting the job done. Trevor Lawrence has that ankle issue. We're going to see if he plays this week. We don't know yet, but they might play him, so we'll be looking out for that. Browns, Bengals, I believe I took another L. So this is 4 L's in a row. A lot of upsets this week. I thought, Baker Mayfield wasn't going to perform well, and he actually performed pretty well, but it was mostly the Nick Chubb show. Nick Chubb showed up and balled out. Now he has COVID, so I don't even know if he's playing this week. It might be the Dearness Johnson show yet again. But Joe Burrow did not have a great game. Jamar Chase fumbled the ball, did not have a great game. You just can't have these problems. I know they're a young team, but if you want to be successful in the NFL, you can't have these problems. And if you want to go to the playoffs, you just cannot. It just can't be a thing. The Browns, they're the better, I think, team on paper, so that's why they got the job done. even though I picked the Bengals to win, the way the Bengals have been playing recently, I thought the Bengals would get the job done, but they didn't. But the Browns, they found themselves again. Their defense played pretty well, put up 41 points on the Bengals, not bad. And Denzel Ward had a great game. I'm pretty sure Myles Garrett had a pretty good game. Baker Mayfield played well. Nick Chubb played well. Donovan Peoples-Jones is wide open, like broken coverage. Like they had a good game overall. And congrats to them. But I just took 4 straight L's. I can't let that happen again. But I did pick the Patriots to win. So give me win number 2 of the week. The Patriots defense played awesome. Mac Jones, he twisted Brian Burns' ankle. It's okay. He was just finishing out the play. He turned the ball over and he wanted to tackle Brian Burns because he thought he had the ball, so he probably didn't even know he had the ball. That's my take on that. But the Panthers, Sam Darnold does not look good. He does not look good, and this could be his last year as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Has been playing like crap for the past few weeks and needs to get things going. Pretty sure he had 3 interceptions. Robbie Anderson was yelling at him on the sideline. A lot of bad things are happening, but the Patriots got the job done, and they're looking to be a playoff team. They're looking to be a wild card team. I like that. So congrats to the Patriots. Mac Jones didn't do great, but he did enough to win this game, and so did Damian Harris in that Patriots backfield. I know Damian Harris got banged up, but he should be okay. But the Patriots, congrats to them for winning the game. Another upset of the week. The Broncos. Dude, I'd taken all these L's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 L's, man. Bad. But I'm happy the Broncos won. Wanna know why? The Cowboys finally got put on notice. The Cowboys are not a great team. I told you all to pump the brakes on them. And they really haven't played any competitive teams yet besides the Bucks. Like every team they played, maybe the Patriots, that was a good win. And the Chargers, they're inconsistent as well. They're a young team, and so are the Patriots. So like the teams they beat, they haven't been playing great teams, and they lost to the Bucks, and they lost to the Broncos. The Broncos actually have a good roster. So overall, I think the Cowboys are not going to be a great team. Maybe they'll win a playoff game, but like they're not going to go far in the playoff race. That's just my thoughts about that. Now, moving on to the Ravens-Vikings game. I did pick the Ravens to win, so I'm going to take that and be happy with it. It was an overtime game. Lamar Jackson played amazing. Marquise Brown did some things. Mark Andrews was kind of quiet in this game. Their defense, you could tell, wasn't the greatest. They allowed 31 points to the Vikings. The Vikings are pretty much the Falcons. The Falcons, and how they would always have these big leads and then choke at the end. The Vikings are the new Falcons. That's what I'm saying. But, yeah, congrats to the Ravens. The Ravens just need to get things together. Le'Veon Bell scored a touchdown in this game. They just have to figure out how to be consistently good and don't allow the Vikings to score this many points and their defense just has to get it together. Alright, so I have 3 and 5 right now. So that isn't the greatest. I have a losing record at the moment. It's okay. It's okay. So I'm 3 and 5. I believe I did pick this game for the Dolphins to win. So congrats to the Dolphins for getting the job done. Jacoby Brissett playing, and he needed to play. So congrats to him because Mr. Tua, he messed up his finger in practice or something. So he had to just go in there and win a game for Mr. Tua. And Jacoby Brissett delivered. Mike Gesicki, 2 amazing one-handed grabs. Congrats to the Dolphins for beating the Texans. It's not a great win, but they needed it. And Brian Flores needed it. And Myles Gaskin had a great game as well. So Dolphins, they're not going to be a playoff team, but it's a step in the right direction for them. So we're talking about the Chargers. The Chargers, man, they beat the Philadelphia Eagles with like 2 seconds to spare with a game-winning field goal. It was a tight game the whole time. The Eagles are finally utilizing their running backs now that Miles Sanders is hurt. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Jordan Howard had the most carries in the Eagles' backfield. I was surprised about that. Boston Scott didn't have a great game. And Gainwell, I think he scored. But other than that, the Eagles are just running the ball. Jalen Hurts needs to hit on these wide open throws, and he's just missing. So Jalen Hurts is a question mark at Philly right now. But remember, he really didn't even play last year that much. So like he's still technically a rookie, I would qualify him as. But yeah, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, they were the better team. They got the job done, and they beat the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. So congrats to the Chargers. Packers, Chiefs. Now, what happened here is Aaron Rodgers got COVID, right? So, with Aaron Rodgers getting COVID, I changed my pick to the Chiefs winning. So, that's going to be 6 wins right there. Even though I didn't put that out there, I didn't know Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to play until I already uploaded the video. So, it was unfortunate, but I changed my pick to the Chiefs knowing that Jordan Love was going to play. Jordan Love, you could tell they were just trying to make him not nervous in that whole game, and they were just running the ball the whole time. Like, A.J. Dillon actually had a decent game. Aaron Jones didn't. Like, A.J. Dillon put up more points, I believe, in fantasy than Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, they were just running the ball. They were just literally running the ball. And when they needed Jordan Love to make plays, he threw that interception. He did not have a great game. He's very nervous out there. It was his first start. I know that. But, like, the Chiefs, their defense isn't the greatest. This was a low-scoring game. Jordan Love could have won this game if they actually trusted in his ability to win the game, and they didn't. They just did not. So, yeah, Chiefs won. That's my 6th win. So, and you know, it might be some controversial right there. Might be some controversy. But the Chiefs won. And I changed my pick to the Chiefs once Aaron Rodgers was out. So don't make fun of me for changing that pick. I'm just saying. Alright. Cardinals, Niners. I'm pretty sure I picked the Cardinals to win. Yes, I did. Cardinals got the job done. Without Kyler Murray, without DeAndre Hopkins, they did it. Congrats to the Cardinals. Colt McCoy looked pretty good. James Conner, hat trick. He is that guy. He's that guy. Took a 1-year deal in Arizona, and he's proven to be the man in that backfield. Chase Edmonds got hurt. Christian Kirk had a decent game. But overall, the Cardinals were the better team, and the Cardinals got the job done. They're the #1 seed in NFC, and hopefully they could get Kyler back and DeAndre Hopkins if they want to continue to be a top threat in the NFC. Now let's also talk about this game. Adrian Peterson's return to the NFL. I did not expect this at all. I thought the Rams were the better team. They were. But what happened? The Titans just played better. They played more aggressive. They were more chippy. You know? You could tell, like, after plays, they were, like, beating on the Rams. They're like, we're going to win this game. We're going to be the more aggressive team. And the Rams, they just did not have that same mentality. The Rams, Matthew Stafford looked like Detroit Matthew Stafford. He threw that pick 6. That was a terrible throw. Don't know what he was thinking. He looked like Carson Wentz out there. But Cooper Kupp, he still balled out. Alright? Henderson, he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. Robert Woods, he did decent, but like the Rams were down this whole game. It was bad. Adrian Peterson got a touchdown. That's how you know the Rams did not play well. They let Adrian Peterson score. So, Titans, #1 seed in the AFC. They're a team to watch out for. So, congrats to them. Steelers, Bears. Man, oh man, I got this game right. But the Steelers did not deserve to win this game. There's a lot of penalties that shouldn't have been called. And everyone's saying the refs gave them this game. I think they did. With all this unnecessary crap. Like that taunting penalty was stupid. It was very, very stupid. There was some other things like the no face mask call on the Bears. Stupid. The Roquan Smith offsides penalty. He was not offsides. Whatever the hell the linebacker was doing, bumping into the ref, that was by accident. Like, the ref literally leaned into him. I don't know. The refs gave the Steelers this game. The Steelers should have won, but the Bears played better in this game. And there was no roughing the passer penalty when Justin Fields got lit up. It was just bad calls by the refs. But hey, the Steelers got the job done. I believe they won 4 in a row. Big Ben, Pat Freiermuth, looking like that guy, that Penn State native. Man, oh man. Their draft picks are looking good. Najee Harris, he did decent. and the Steelers got the job done. So, Steelers fans, you got to be happy. But, like, did you deserve the win? No. Okay. Now, with that being said, I believe I went 8-6. Not bad. I finished with a winning record, but there was a lot of upsets this week. So, there you have it, 8-6. I know that's a terrible circle, but I got a winning record. Did not think all these upsets would happen, and they did. So, now let's move on to the Ravens and the Dolphins. Thursday night football. Lamar plays great on prime time, so I'm giving Lamar the win. The Ravens are going to win. They're the better team. And the Dolphins, if Jacoby Brissett's playing, I know he filled in pretty decent for Tua, but that was against the Texans. And if Brissett's playing again, I just don't see it happening. And this game, I don't think will be close. Ravens are going to get the win. Titans over Saints. The Titans have been playing amazing, and they're the better team. And they can show they can win without Derrick Henry and beat teams like the Rams. So I got the Titans beating the Saints. Bills Jets. I'm still going to pick Bills Mafia even though they lost to the Jaguars. The Bills are the better team. They just had one bad week. It was a trap game that they lost last week. This is possibly another trap game, but I think the Bills will win this week. Lions. Over the... No, I'm kidding. Steelers are going to win. If the Steelers lose, I'll be making fun of them forever. Okay? But the Steelers, you better win. You better beat the 0-8 Lions. That's all I got to say. Jaguars, Colts. I got Carson Wentz beating Trevor Lawrence and the Jags this Sunday. Bucks over Washington, even though it's a rematch of that wild card game last year with Taylor Heineke. The Bucks are still the better team. Tom Brady off a bye. He's pretty unstoppable. He's the GOAT for a reason, and he's going to come back with a vengeance after losing to the Saints. Browns Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots to win. Patriots, I think, can upset the Browns in this one. Baker Mayfield is going to crumble with Bill Belichick's defense. That's what I think. And the Patriots are going to get the win. I think Dearness Johnson will play a lot in this game and be good and make this game competitive. But the Patriots are going to still win this game. Falcons Cowboys. I want to pick the Falcons, but I think the Cowboys step in the right direction and win this week against the Atlanta Falcons and rebound. Hopefully, that's what they want to happen, so maybe that will happen. Cardinals over the Panthers. Sam Darnold is hot ass right now, and he's playing injured with the shoulder or whatever it is. Cardinals have been playing unstoppable these past few weeks, even though they lost to the Packers. They're just one play away from winning that game. Cardinals on top. Vikings, Chargers. I'm going to say the Chargers win, but I could see the Vikings winning as well. The Chargers are better, and they don't crumble like the Vikings do these past few weeks. So I got the Chargers on top of the Vikings. Now we got to scroll down here and see the last 4 games. I'm going to say this. The Seahawks win with Russell Wilson returning. The Seahawks are going to beat the Packers. The Seahawks might have Odell. They might have Odell this coming Sunday. I don't know. It's a possibility. If, with the addition of Odell, they have a great receiving core. I don't know if it's going to happen. We're going to find out today, but I'm uploading this video today, so it's Tuesday. So, if they get Odell, it's a definite win, but I don't even know if he's going to be playing that much in this game if they even get him. But I still think the Seahawks can upset the Packers. And especially if Jordan Love's playing, they're going to win. Eagles, Broncos. I think the Broncos are the better team, and they showed that they can win against the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the Cowboys are a better team than the Eagles. So I think the Broncos will beat the Eagles pretty well. That's what I think about that game. So now we're going to move on to Chiefs Raiders. Raiders are going to win this game. I know they lost to the Giants, but the Raiders will bounce back and beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been playing pretty crappy these past few weeks. And I think the Raiders are the better team in this moment in time. Rams, Niners. Rams need to bounce back. They need to beat the Niners. The Niners suck this year. And the Rams have been pretty good besides last week. and that 1 week against the Cardinals. So I think the Rams win Monday night. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later. RockSoldier72 signing off.